skinny. Now I noticed he was losing weight before I left. And I just know how irresponsible this was, okay? I wish I could go back, just buy him his favorite food, but I thought he was just being like a child, Oh, I don't want that. He was being picky. But he was super skinny when I came home. And when he would walk, it was like he was wobbling a little bit, but he was still responding. Yeah. He was responding. When we opened the door, he tried to run out of the room. He wasn't himself, but he was himself. So it wasn't sorry, too bad. It wasn't too bad. We got home at around 12 midnight, 1 in the morning, and no stores were open. I really wanted to go and buy him more food. What I did was I saw him. He went to his food bowl and his water bowl. I changed his water and I tried to give him more food. I bought food at the airport. I brought it home with me. I tried to give him some, but he did not want that. It was like a chicken tender. He didn't want it, and that's weird because he likes to eat, like home food. I didn't like feeding him home meals, but house food, table food, but he'd like to eat them. Whenever you would eat, he would come running and just stare in your face, and I would always be like, oh, you got a visitor. But yeah, so I changed his water, and I tried giving him more food. It was the cans. Now all of his cans of food were gone except 2. And I'm like, if he's not eating them, where are his cans of food? I'm confused. But I guess they just tried giving him. They just I don't know, gave it to the other cat and opened a new can for him each day. I'm not sure. But he did not eat any of the food that I tried to give him, so I tried to, force feed him. He wasn't having it. So I was really scared to go to sleep that night. Usually he likes to cuddle, but when I tried holding him, he would try to run away and just be by himself. He was still on our bed. He was just a little closer to my boyfriend, near his legs, but he wasn't cuddling. So I don't know, I was just scared that night. I just knew what was gonna happen the next day if we didn't get him something or somewhere as soon as possible. We don't have any 24-hour vets, which I just thought that was so crazy. What about the animals, But no 24-hour vets, so we had to wait till the next morning to take him somewhere. So yesterday, Monday, comes around. It's 8 in the morning. We get up, we check on him. He's laying on the floor. He's near his little flower scratch post. He's laying on the floor. And he can barely move. his death. When we got to the hospital, they told us that there was nothing they could do because we were there like an hour early before they opened. We were there at like 9 something. They opened at 10 apparently. I don't remember. But no, we were there at 8. We got the food at like 7 in the morning. We were there at 8. Something like that. They opened at 9. And they said we could wait 45 minutes. They checked his pulse. Nothing. Honestly didn't know what to do at that point. I think I was really in denial. Like my baby just passed in my arms. I think he held on for as long as he could, you know. I think he wanted to hold on for us. I just think, like, what if there was something actually wrong with him besides like a little hunger strike, you know, he didn't want to eat. What if there was something actually wrong with him and I didn't take him to the vet? The money, yeah, I didn't have the money for it, but I don't know, maybe they could have told me something, maybe they could have done something. I didn't take him serious enough, and I should have, and now I have to live with this, and without him. We went to another hospital, maybe like 15 minutes away. At this point, you know, I was still in denial. They took him into a room and they pronounced him deceased. They said he was dead. But I still didn't want to believe it. It was like the saddest thing. Like, why did he have to do that? Why did he have to leave? I can't look at his spots in the room without crying. I basically slept all day yesterday. My head, it hurt so bad from crying so much. He was just like a baby, you know. But it was like my emotional support animal, basically. Yesterday, I tried to, you know, you shake this and he goes looking for it instantly. He tried to do that yesterday. He barely had energy, but he still tried. My nose is literally running. But I thought that was so cute. He really tried his hardest. Ew. Sorry. This is gross. I don't have like anything. That's the other cat. She's outside the door. But this was one of his favorite was another sign that something was wrong. He stopped playing with this. But he would still try, to chase. After this, this is the blanket he was wrapped in. I'm probably never gonna wash that blanket. Just saying. He was like such a bundle of joy. Like the best friend anyone could ever ask for. I only had him for maybe 4-5 months, but we still had so many good memories. And I miss him a lot. Like, a lot. I hate being alone. Because I just start thinking about him. Like how he would probably be sitting right here. I've started like cuddling with this stupid thing because the hair reminds me of him. It's not as soft, but it's still something. I would honestly, here's some advice. Listen to your cat, but just pay attention to the signs of your pets. Because you do not want to be going through this. It is honestly the worst feeling ever. And having to watch the life just drain out of their eyes. And if you